Derry City ladies forward Tara O'Connor joins me. Tara, great to have you on. And you're not just a footballer, you're a teacher as well. So how are you?
I'm good.
Women's football at the minute, it's possibly on an upward curve. We've seen it globally, we've seen it here locally. But do you feel there's enough being done in the sport at the minute to promote it?
It's getting there, but I think there could be more to it. Like it has improved now in the past few years, to be fair. But I think it's still climbing. Like the attendance and all is coming up in the games, but again, could be better.
I suppose playing at the Brandywell too, it's a big stadium, they full. So
yeah,
even if there is a decent crowd there, it probably does feel empty at times.
It does, yeah. You do notice, but having all the wee girls there and having mascots and all now is such a big thing for us and home games. First league game, obviously, we had at home in the Brandywell too. It was great, but the crowd to come down to Brandywell, it's great to get them there. And I know you do look at the other side and see not many people over there, but it is such a big stadium.
Obviously being extended as well, hopefully. We've seen the recent funding being announced, so hopefully that'll be a great thing for the club. Do you feel, it is one of them sort of, it's like a bit of a stigma. Do you feel that we're moving away from that now, slowly but surely? That it was a man's game. The women's does seem to get more coverage now. Do you feel that sports, not just football, is slowly moving away from it being a man's thing, and women should do other things, that you're seeing so many successful stories from females now in sport and football?
Yeah, I think it is moving away from that, all right. Again, like as you says on the TV and everything, it's been shown. I do mine there a couple of months ago. Was it Ireland? The Republic of Ireland Women's were playing down in the Viva Stadium, and I think Real Madrid was playing someone that night as well, and there was a whole thing online about who was going to be streamed on RT Player, and they ended up streaming the women's, and I know there was a bit of a kick up about it.
You're correct, because Real Madrid were playing Man City in the Champions League, and it was put on the RT news channel. When you see crowds like that down there, and I suppose, do you think it helps when you've got a footballer like Katie McCabe playing for Arsenal in the Women's Super League, and the Women's Super League at the minute's going from strength to strength?
Yeah, I think that does help, to be honest, with the players now that are coming from here and playing over in England, and then the support that they get is great. Like,
you're wearing a very famous jacket there in front of me. Playing for a club like Derry City must be a huge honour. You've also played with Science Swifts in the past, who've got a very famous reputation in the female game. Where did it all start for you?
So I played down in Inishowen for a lot of different teams, underage, boys, girls. Moved on to ladies, but the ladies game down here is just not there yet. So kind of drifted away then, and went up to Derry in 2019, I think it was, for just a few training sessions, and decided I liked that and stayed there for 3 years, and then moved from there up to Sion for a year and a half, and it was actually a good enough move for me. Now I'm back with Derry, and the difference is huge, like from when I was playing there till now.
Yeah, that was my next question. From 2019 to now, a lot's changed at Derry City. A lot's changed in the women's game. What are some of the differences you would notice? It might even be at Derry itself, but it might just be in the women's game itself.
Well, I think the NIFL is doing really well promoting us now on Facebook with highlights and everything, games, everything is just being posted non-stop, and that's really good. It just has got bigger with
do you feel there's more support in the game for the females now? There seems to be a lot more coaching involved, just even from underage. If you look at the Ford Cup this year, for example, there's a lot of youth Gareth teams involved. There just seems to be so much more being done, and we're seeing Gareth tournaments around the city, and it just feels that the Gareths now from a young age moving forward have such a support pathway, maybe like players like yourself maybe didn't have.
Yeah, they do have a lot more development stuff with girls. Like, as I said, I played with boys until about under 14s. We didn't have any girls teams until about then, and there was obviously controversial between me playing with boys and stuff at that time, so kind of hard to get playing sometimes, or people didn't want you there. But now having full-on girls teams at such a young age is great for the girls. and then they have role models and to look up to or to be mascots for. Then it's great. Look,
let's talk about the current season, because it has only started. Just 2 games on so far. Playing that newly promoted Lisburn Rangers first time out. I'm very unlucky to lose that game. It could have went a different way. And then obviously last time out against Cliftonville, it was a difficult game. I mean, how would you summarise the start so far? I mean, I suppose the disappointing one was probably the first game against Lisburn.
Yeah, that was disappointing, to be fair. It was a tough game. We knew it was going to be tough going into it. I know it was tight. We played them in a pre-season friendly, but every game's different. Friendlies, league, you can't take it out. You just have to take it as it comes. But it was a bit disappointing. I myself wasn't even playing the first 2 games because I was injured. So that was also disappointing for me. But standing on the sideline watching was really good for us. Like, we did a lot of things that we practiced and we wanted to do, and especially with Cliftonville as well. We were expecting that to be a really tough game, and it actually turned out to be a lot better than we expected. We did a lot of things right, coaches and everything's happy with that, so it was good to see.
Yeah, and obviously a difficult challenge coming up the weekend, playing Crusaders, on our strong side. But the good news is, are you back in contention for that game? So everything's going to be all right?
Yes, so this is going to be my first league game now this week, so I'm really excited for that. No, it should be a good game. Another home game now on a Sunday, especially. Hopefully it's a good day now in the Brandywell. It'll be nice to get going again.
Yeah, let's hope the weather's good as well for that game at the weekend, bank holiday weekend, of course. I mean, Crusaders, very, very, very good side, but you look at these games like Crusaders and think, do you know what? It will be tough, but it's a massive opportunity. You probably go on as second favourites, and it's an opportunity to take a big skill.
Yeah. Well, again, we played Crusaders now in a pre-season friendly. I wasn't at that game, but we beat them. But I know you can't look at that game and be like, oh, we're going to win. It's every game is so different. We've come along a lot since that, and they probably have as well. They've been playing in All-Ireland Cup. We haven't, so you don't know what it's going to go, but I'm looking forward to it anyway.
Yeah, we sort of spoke about this at the top of the show. I mean, it does feel from the outside looking in, you're obviously on the inside, but the women's football is on a really, really upwards trajectory. Globally, England, possibly not there here locally due to funding or maybe our issues. But where can you see it going in the next few years? Because the Women's Super League finished at the weekend there in England, and I found myself where I wouldn't have done in recent season, sitting down to watch the final day and seeing Chelsea won the league. And I even find myself now familiar with the stats, and then when Hayes is leaving, she won so many in a row. Yeah. So even for someone like me who loves football, wouldn't have been necessarily a women's football fan, I watched the FA Cup final involving United and Spurs. It seems to be that it's catching the attention.
It is, yeah. It is out there now. I did actually go over to Wembley to watch that FA Cup final, and it was great. The atmosphere was great. It was sold out. I can't remember now how many. 76,000 people maybe at it, I think it was.
I think they're buying on 76,000.
Yeah, it was about that. But before that, I wouldn't have even bothered going to watch. Like, I would watch them on TV, but it's actually quite easy getting tickets for them. So I'm like, why not? I went over to watch that. I've went over to watch Arsenal before. Went over a few times now. It's really good. It is really getting there.
Before you go, we'll just do a quick Q&A to finish with. You mentioned a few teams there. Who would be your favourite football team?
Man United would be the favourite. My brothers and family have always supported that. It's just been in the family. I'm just like...
Your role model in life could be a footballer, could be someone else.
I've always looked up to Ronaldo. I think just from a young age, just seeing him scoring goals, I just always looked up to him. Now my brother loves Messi, so it's kind of just a fight in the house now in badness.
What is it, Ronaldo? Is it obviously he's a very talented footballer, but is it just his drive, determination, his focus, his hard work that probably everyone would agree Messi obviously worked hard, very talented footballer, but Ronaldo probably didn't have that natural ability Messi had, and he worked so hard to compete with Messi, and some people even say Ronaldo was the greatest. I don't
know, I think it is just the drive and the determination, and yeah, it's just a great footballer. Like, I don't know, I think seeing him scoring goals from a young age, I was just like, that's classic.
I mean, this is a big one for me because I love how you take away. But what would be your favourite go-to takeaway?
I'd probably say Chinese, salt and chili chicken, or
sauce.
Chicken or something. Yeah.
Perfect. Your favourite holiday destination? That could be somewhere you've went or would love to go to.
Been on quite a few holidays now. People take the hand out of me for it, so it's kind of a hard one. Turkey is probably the most recent one, so I'd say that it's really cheap over there. I get a lot of clothes and it's hot, so like.
Yeah, I mean, you've done all the research on these places. And if you weren't on football, what sport could you see yourself on?
I would say I would play Gaelic, maybe. I played Gaelic all my life as well, but more so football. But whenever football's not on, I like going back to the Gaelic. It's a physical sport, but like it's nice, not too competitive either. Like it's not a wild big thing in Ireland either. But I don't know. I like the physicality of it.
Yeah. Donegal for the Ireland. What do you think?
Yeah. Donegal for Sam.
Tara, it's been brilliant speaking to you. Good luck against Crusaders on Sunday. Hopefully there's a very good crowd in the Brandywell for that. Hopefully you can get the first one of the season. Wish you and the girls all the best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.